I welcome all to my next video lecture, bar bending schedule. Sometimes it is known as commonly referred as BBS. It is a short form of bar bending schedule. Today in today lecture we are going to study what is bar bending schedule and how to calculate the length of various steel reinforcement which is used in civil engineering construction. Then we just see how to calculate these length using some diagrams and some formulas. Then next we are going to study what is bar bending, advantages of bar bending schedule, and what are the points should be kept in mind while carry out the bar bending schedule. Then lastly we just solve one or two problem for calculating the total weight of steel required for different type of elements of civil engineering construction. Before going for the detail about bar bending schedule, I will introduce myself. I Dr. Chittaranjan Nayak, working as associate professor in civil engineering department of Vidya Pratishthan Kamal Nayan Bajaj Institute of Engineering Technology, Baramati. It is affiliated to Pune University and IICT Delhi. As I told that the bar bending schedule refers as BBS. It is a comprehensive list that describes the location, mark, type, size, length, and the number and bending details of each bar of a fabric in a reinforcement drawing of a structure. This is the definition of bar bending schedule. This process of listing the location, type, and size, number, and all other details is called as scheduling. In next context of reinforcement bar, it is called as bar bending schedule. In short, bar bending schedule is way of organizing rebars for each structural unit, giving detailed reinforcement details. So this is typically the definition of bar bending schedule is basically the scheduling of reinforcement. It is the one where all the details of bar should be listed, just like its location, type, number, and bending details. This is called as bar bending schedule. Here, then another way, it is used to communicate the design requirement of reinforcement of steel to the fabricator and execution team to calculate weight of each size of steel. It is a all inclusive list that describe the location, mark, type, size, length, number, and bending detail of each bar in reinforcement drawing of a structure. The process of listing is called as scheduling. So in this way we can just define the bar bending schedule, and sometimes in construction industry it is called as BBS. That means this is the B stand for bar, and this B stand for bending, and S stand for scheduling. Then bar bending schedule comprise of this bar bending schedule should be comprised member identification. In member identification we just find out the beam, slab, column, etc. Beam, slab, column, we identified the members. It may be beam, they may be slab, maybe column, maybe footing, these are. Then bar mark, then top, bottom, binder, etc. Then shape of bending, what are the shape used in that bar bending schedule. It may be just like a stirrup, or otherwise in slab there is some alternative bent up bar, both side bent up, then single side bent up. These types of is called as bar bending schedule. Bar mark. And shape of building, it is okay. Then diameter of bar, then we can just find out what are the various diameter of bar which is used for that. Then length of each bar, then length of each bar we are going to calculate using different formula. This is just for bar bending schedule, it should be listed bar, length of bar, total number of bars, then total length and the weight. The bar bending schedule it be comprised of these eight mainly these eight numbers. Okay, the next is sorry next is identification, member identification. Just after when you find a structural drawing, then you just see what are the various types of used members used in the bar bending schedule. You just see here it is something in beam, then some are in column, then slab, then all this you just know what is the various identification of the member, because of that after finding the identification, then you must then you just see in drawing, you just see what are the shape of that bar, or the bar bending schedule just going to calculate the total weight of the bar. Then it should be know how the length, how much the length is used in that bar bending schedule in that slab or beam or column. Then finding out that shape, we are going to calculate what are the length of the bar. So member identification is very much required in bar bending schedule. Then this is bar bending schedule of a RC beam. This is a some typical RC beam section. You just see in this direction, it is here it is only this hook is there, then in this here it is some bending is also there, or here in this diagram here some bending. So you just find studying this diagram, you just find out what are the main steel and alternate steel are provided in that beam, or depending upon that we are going to calculate the bar bending schedule. Then this is one of the topical diagram of distribution of RCC slab. Here you just see there some distribution steel is there, then upper horizontal part of bent up bar, hairpin also there, straight bars, bent up bars, hairpin, straight up bars. So just you are going to study what kind of bar provided in that total slab, in this slab, or finding out that shape, then we go for bar bending schedule. Just here see the first diagram in shows that bent up bars, both side bent up. Then in second bar you just see this one, in second this is one side bent up, then second this is one side of bent up, and in third bar it is only straight bar is there. Then fourth there is a hairpin and hairpin straight bar in fifth bar. This is the identification. After member identification of the bar, you just find what are the shape of the bar for calculation of the length. So this is very important because after finding out that shape, you just going to calculate what is the bar bending of that. You just calculate what are the length of that bar. Then this is one of the bar bending schedule of column and walls. This is types of lateral ties is provided, and there are straight bars is there. For that we need to find out the shape is very important, and after finding out that shape, you just after find out the shape from drawing, then you just calculate the length. This is one of the topical section of a foot column and wall. Then reinforcement bar details. There are the standard maximum length, that is average 12 meter the bar length, and it can be customized from 5.5 meter of length depending upon the uses. This may be different diameter of the length is maybe 12 meter, but the diameter may varies. This up to diameter will be vary, that is 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm, etc. so on. Then this is the weight of bar. and this is the diameter of bar, that is length of bar in what is the available is 12 meter, but the diameter of bar you can just see here 6 mm, 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm, 16 mm, 20 mm, 25, 30 and 42 mm of bar. So before after calculating that bar, you just need what are the unit weight of that bar. Then 6 mm that is unit weight per kg per meter. For meter length, what are the for 1 meter length of bar, what are the weight? Then for 6 mm it is 0.222 kg per meter. Cross sectional area is 28.3. It is required because after finding out the total length, of the bar, we just find out the total length in meter. After finding out diameter, we just find out the bar length in kg. That's why this table is very important. You know that is 6 is equal to 0.222 kg per meter. For 8 mm bar, it is comes out to be 0.395, and cross section area is equal to 50.3. Then for 10 mm it is 0.617, cross sectional area is equal to 78.5 mm square. Then 12 mm bar 0.888, that is comes out to be 113.1, and 16 mm it is 1.578 kg per meter, cross sectional area 201.1. For 20 mm unit weight is equal to 2.466, and cross sectional area is equal to 31.2 mm square. 25 mm this is 3.853 kg per meter, or for cross sectional area that is 490.9 mm square. 32 equal to 6.313 kg per meter. Then for cross sectional area it is 804.2 mm square. For 40 mm 9.864, cross sectional area 1256.6 mm square. Then the rule for calculating that weight is given, that is the minimum diameter of reinforcement that is available is 6 mm, and the maximum diameter is available 40 mm. So these are the list of the total diameter whether the steel is find out. Then this total 10 numbers, that is 10 numbers of diameter of bar is available. Then how to calculate that weight? This is formula. There is a universal formula to calculate the unit weight of steel is d square divided by 162, where d is equal to the diameter of steel. Then you just 36 divided by 162, this is comes out to be 0.222. Then that's why you just calculate the total diameter of the bar. Then after finding out the diameter of bar, we are just going to calculate the total weight, total length. After total length, we just going to find out the total weight, what are the weight of the unit weight of that bar. The next, this is the shape of the some bar bending, shape of the bending. The shape of bar that generally comes as a straight bar and comes in the length of 12 meter need to be cut and bent in as per the requirement of structural drawing. After the structural drawing, we just the length of the bar is available, that is for 12 meter. Then we cut this bar into what are the requirement of main steel, lateral ties and all these things. For this way, we just going to bend that bar according to the structural drawing. Then this is the bar bending. After bending of that bar, we just depending upon the structural drawing, we can shape of that bar, provide the shape. Then bar marks and number of bars. For each structural member, each bar has a mark of designation, top, bottom, extra, stirrups. For member like beam, column, wall, bar can be calculated manually from the structural drawing. For member like slab, it can be calculated as number of bars, that is width of concrete minus 2 clear cover 2 into clear cover divided by center to center spacing between the bar. Then length of the bar, it can be calculated from the given structural drawing by adding the development length if required, anchorage length, deduction of bending, etc. For bend deduction, IS 2502 is to be followed. Then total weight of bar, it can be calculated by simply using the formula, that is weight of bar is equal to number of bar into length into unit in unit weight, that is in kg. You just find out the length of the bar. So this is one of the measurement of bending dimensions. Just you saw, this is one of the example of one side bent up bar, both edges are straight. Then using you just calculate that length is equal to 0.414 total length. This inclination we just find out the additional length. This is 0.414 using that triangle rule. Then the length is equal to L plus that extra length. This will be L plus 0.414 H. So this will this formula will be give the total length of that bar. Then this is this way we just going to calculate what are the length, total length of the bar. So here in previous diagram I just explained how to calculate for one bar. Then in this table will give the details of various ties and main reinforcement used in the construction, that is bar length and hook length, cutting length of a stirrup. Here this is first example, the first is detail of bar shape. This is first one is straight bar with both edges bent. Then this will comes to be 2 into 90D. The here this is 4D and 4D. This total equal to 9D in both side. This is total 9D. This is 9D. This total bent in left side bent. The total bent up to horizontal portion. Suppose this portion. Then this is comes out to be 9D in both side. It is 9D plus 90, it is 18D. The both hook together is equal to 19D. Then total length is equal to total L plus hook is equal to 9D both end. This is comes out to be 18D. Then bent up bar here in this bent up bar, the both side bent up hook, both side hook is equal to 18D, or for this extra inclination this is comes out to be 0.4D when the angle of inclination is 45 degree. Using that triangle rule, you just find out that extra length. After finding out that extra length, the total length is equal to 1 plus 18D plus 0.40D. This will be give the total length of the bar having one side bent up. Then if you go for double bent up bar, so in double bent up bar, the both side hook, here this hook and this hook will be give the 19D as per the above cases, and the both side inclination, that is equal to one side inclination is 0.4D, then the both side inclination will be give the 0.42D plus 0.42D, where D is equal to diameter and total length is equal to L plus 18D plus 2 into 0.42D. This will give the total both bends both side bent up bar. This is the length. Then for overlap bars, this is both hook is equal to 19D, both this side 9D, this 9D. This will be total 18D. Then overlap length at joint is equal to 40D to 45D plus 18D. Then for here one hook height is equal to 14D. Then for this one hook height is equal to 14D. Then for both side you just multiplied by 2. Then 2 into 14D, that is equal to 28D. Then just L1, matlab this side is equal to L1 plus this L2 and L2, that's L1 plus 2 L2 plus 28D. This will be give the total length of the bar. Then this type of in 6 number column this hook is equal to 12D, one sided hook here 12D, then 2 hook is there, then 12D into 12D, this is 24D. Or total length is equal to 2L1, because here L1 or here L1 and here L1, top and bottom, and both side is equal to L1 L1, then total length is equal to 2 into L1 plus L2 plus 24D. So this is how to calculate the total length of a bar, using various that using this formula. We just going to calculate the total length of the bar. This should be remember for calculating the total length of bar, or it is useful when we are going to solve the problem when carry out the bar bending schedule BBS. It is very important and it is needed to be remember for how to calculate the length of the bar. Next, this is one of the topical problem. Just prepare a bar bending schedule of the given beam of clear cover of 40 mm. Just here you just see in this diagram, this is main steel, that is bottom steel, that is straight with straight edges both side. This is 2 phi at plus 1 into 15. Then this is will be given, that is longitudinal section. You just before we are going to carry out the rate analysis, we must know how to read of that, how to read the total beam bar shape. So here bar bending schedule example prepare, that is clear cover 40 mm. This is the size of that beam is given, how to we need to calculate. From that that is example M1 is equal to main steel. This is total length plus both side hook minus clear cover into hook, that is comes out to be edge 5096. Then height comes out to be deducting the clear cover and all this 260. Then second M2 is equal to the both side alternate bar. Then for both side alternate bar you just main steel plus both side hook minus both extra length is equal to 2 into, that is 0.414, that means it is 0.42. We round up that 0.42, here it is 414 into D. This way we just calculate the total bar length. Then after finding out that bar length, we just calculate the shear stirrups. Then number of bar stirrups, we just total length divided by total what is the spacing, will be give the total stirrups. Then total stirrups minus 1, this will be give the total bar bending of the stirrups. Then this is all way you have to calculate the bar bending schedule. It is just a simple example. In next our next lecture, I am going to solve 3-4 problem related to just considering the one beam and one column and slab and footing in next lecture. What are the advantages of bar bending schedule? Bar bending schedule, when bar bending schedule is available, it makes cutting and bending of reinforcement very convenient and easy. This result to faster execution of site and reduce the construction time and cost due to less requirement of worker for bar bending. With the bar bending schedule, up to 97% sheets can be used on sites. Steels can be used in. There is no wastage. There is no, if the bar bending schedule is there, there is no wastage in that bar bending schedule. Then, due to bar bending schedule, it improves the quality at site as a reinforcement is provided as per the bar bending schedule, which is prepared using the previous of respective detailed standard codes. Then it is provide the better estimation of reinforcement steel requirement for each and every structural member, which can be used to compute overall reinforcement requirement of entire project. Then bar bending schedule is very much useful during auditing of reinforcement, and provides check of theft and pilgrims. Bar bending schedule provides the steel quantity reinforcement much provide the steel reinforcement much accurately, and thus it provide much accurate data to the structural designer, which make a structure durable. which make a structure durable. The quantity of reinforcement is to be used is calculated using engineering formulas and the standard code. So, there is no option for approximate estimation or pro rate of steel reinforcement. This is one of the major advantages, because there are mainly two advantages there is no waste, 90% of steel is going to used, and another one is this is pro steel of reinforcement, no option for approximate estimation. Approximate estimation we just go for nearly accurate estimation during this bar bending schedule. During because of that advantages of bar bending schedule, it become very easy to site engineer to verify and approve the bar bending and cutting length during inspection before placement of concrete with the use of bar bending schedule, and helps in better quality control. It enable easy and fast preparation of bills of construction work for client and contractors. With bar bending schedule, we can optimize the cut length of bar, which help to generate less scrap and reuse of cut length of bars. It is also very important because there is less because of that bar bending schedule, less wastage is scrap material required, then the overall cost of the construction will be less. Then these are the some advantages of bar bending schedule. Now we are going to see how important what are the important rule while preparing the bar bending schedule. The bar used in building should be grouped together for each structural unit and listed separately for each floor. This is one of the important rule. Bar are listed in a numerical order. They should be one of the another important rule. To identify the bar in the bundle of bars, each bar is uniquely labeled with reference details, that is length of bar, size of the bar and shape of the bar. The type of bar and the shape of the bar should be in accordance with the B8666. It is essential that the bar mark reference on the bar label attached to a bundle of bar refers uniquely to a particular group or set of bars of defined length, size, shape and type used on the job. The cutting length and the bending length calculations are separately calculated and not included in the detail list. Like have listed the bar bending details in the table and calculation are done separately. So, this is the very important this is important of bar bending schedule. Then during bar bending schedule, this this should be kept in the mind where we are going to while we are going to carry out the bar bending schedule. Then next is these are the some code specification and standards. Then IS 2502 1963, IS 1893 2000, SP 34, IS 456, International Standard ISO 406 1997. So, these are the some IS code in given as for Indian standards. Also there is an international standard also for the bar bending schedule and for the detailings of the various reinforcement. Just 1893 2000, this is the also now it is 1893 2016 is also available. That is there is various structural for earthquake point of view, there is also there is reinforcement details and all these things. There is some website where we are going to some which are providing bar bending schedule softwares. You just go for that bar bending schedule of these links to find out the various software. There are some software also which is available directly calculate the length of the bar. There is some formula, just you going to put the diameter of bar, then after finding out the diameter of bar and what is the length, this will be directly diameter of bar. If you are going to provide the diameter of bar and total length, then it will be directly find out the directly give the kg, what are the kg of that, total kg of that, how many quintal or kg of the steel is required in that construction. Although there are various software also available, in market for calculating bar bending schedule, but bar bending schedule should be when you solve the problem in bar bending schedule, then there is if you provide any tabular manner, this will be more beneficial. In table it should be included as we previously talked with, that is location, type, size, length and number and bending detail of each bar fabric reinforcement. If it is available in that table, this should be more easy way to find out the bar bending schedule, study the bar bending. You are for in our next lecture you are going to study in this way, just calculate some total length of the bar, then how it is scheduling is done, we are going to study in our next next example, next video lecture. Okay, I think today we are discussed about the total bar bending. Summary of my lecture, this lecture, that is we are just see the total bar bending, what is the definition of bar bending, and we just study what are the shape, various shapes, how to calculate the length of the bar of various shapes. Then later on we just see one problem which is calculated, how to calculate the length of that beam. In our next problem we are going to see this in very details. After that we just see the advantages and important points which is kept in mind while doing the bar bending schedule. I think this lecture will be helpful for the students. We are studying civil engineering and also constructional professionals which is related doing their practice in field. For that it will be helpful to this lecture will be helpful. It is more helpful to the students which is studying in civil engineering. This will be maybe asked for 10 to 20 marks in examination. It is very easy topic and it will be asked for 10 to 15 marks. I think I will solve little bit and clear all the doubts. Okay, thank you all.